Welcome back to another episode of the Ark Survival Guide. We just tamed a Doedicurus. That was the most ridiculous tame I think I've ever had. What a bit of drama there. We almost died, we almost lost our raptor, we almost lost our Doedicurus, but somehow we survived it all. The last two episodes before this, 21 and 22, if you haven't seen them, definitely go back and watch them. And oh, the scorpions are back. Yeah, we got another scorpion here. Uh, I mean, I love this location, but I do really have to stay on my toes because these scorpions are always back after a little while. So, the nice thing is I've got this raft, and yeah, there should be a door here to my right, but it's actually in the middle of the wall, so I can't use it. So now I'm stuck with a scorpion probably right underneath me. Oh well, YOLO! Okay, let's swim as fast as we possibly can. I was hoping I'd be swimming a little faster. And he's probably right on my tail just about to kill me. No, actually we're okay. It looks like he's not. Nope, there he is. Okay, running away. Yeah, let's get up that ladder. So, yeah, definitely glad I've got my base up here because that makes this really easy. As long as I can get him chasing me and then get up the ladder, we're good. And this crossbow should make pretty quick work of this guy. It's also really helpful that his tail just sticks really far out because I can just keep shooting him without any trouble. And there we go. So really the scorpions are not so bad anymore as long as we check the water and, make sure there's not any right there. I gotta admit, these guys look pretty cool. And man, 33 chitin from that guy. So chitin is one of the main ingredients in cementing paste, and we are going to need tons of cementing paste. That's going to be actually one of the most... There's another scorpion, but I think I'll leave him alone for now. So we've got bigger things to do. So eventually we are going to actually be really glad to have all these sea scorpions around because as the chitin racks up, we can get a lot of experience from making cementing paste with our mortar and pestle. And we are really going to need that stuff later on. Like, lots of good stuff needs cementing paste. Most of the metal tier does. I think I see another scorpion down the beach. So, I'm going to park this here for a minute so I can get some distance from the deep scorpion back there. But I'm just going to double check and make sure that's not another scorpion down the beach. It's probably a lot of them just spawned. And... let's see. Don't see anything in the water. Nope, I see some right behind that rock. We have got a flying sea scorpion. So, yeah. Apparently, they did not get the memo that they're not in the water, so they're just flying in the air, because that's cool. I don't know how the physics works out on that one, but whatever. I'm getting the heck out of here. So you're probably starting to see why I built this base the way I did. I know it was kind of convoluted and complicated and, a lot of little workarounds we had to do to get this on a raft. But, I mean, check this out. This could not be easier. We've got this guy trying to attack me, but he has no idea what to do when he's got a giant floating base parked on top of him. So he's just flipping around down there. And I think he's totally stuck. Yep, he is totally stuck. He can't even get out of there, so I can just pelt him as long as I want. So, yeah, that's made quick work of that guy, huh? I'm going to try to collect my arrows back here. Yep, great. That is a really cool color. You cannot tame these guys, but if you could, I would totally tame that one. That guy looks really cool. Okay, so now that the scorpions are out of the way, let me just double check, make sure there's no other ones just waiting to attack me. And I think we're finally good. Okay, so we got a little sidetracked with scorpions, but, you gotta deal with the scorpions as fast as possible. So I have been making some thatch door frames. These are the fastest, cheapest way I can make any kind of wall. And after we got our Doedicurus back, I just spent the night gathering thatch with my Triceratops because trikes gather tons of thatch. I mean, it's ridiculous how much they pick up. So we just made a bunch of these guys, and we still had tons of fiber left over from when we were taming those two pteranodons at once. I just harvested fiber the entire time I was taming those guys because we're still going to be using it for a very long time. So I skipped ahead, grabbed some more materials, and made some more door frames. And what we're doing right now is we are making a little box for our Doedicurus. So Doedicurus will actually gather rocks if they're standing next to them and they're set on wander. If you just released a Doedicurus into the wild and let him wander, he would just wander around grabbing all the rocks that are anywhere that he walks next to. The downside is it takes forever, and something's probably going to kill him by the time that happens. So I skipped ahead a little bit because I'm trying to get this Doedicurus into that little box that I made for him. Flying raptor, that's cool. Everybody's flying today. Come on. So I'm actually going to use my raptor. You see I left that little empty, that opening right there, empty. And that's so I can get the Doedicurus to maneuver in and out, but I think this will be the easiest way to do it. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. So I actually parked my raft onto the guy, drove it on top of him, and then told him to follow me, and he was actually able to hop up into the raft. So sometimes you can make that work. Well, we got a rock right in the middle of the doorway. So yeah, there's lots of little clipping issues that happen when you're on a raft. You can just go right through stuff. Definitely be careful to make sure you've got an open door that's not covered by a rock at all times. Otherwise, you're going to have to, like, blow down some doors to get in there. So I'm going to cover this whole opening with my raptor, which should be enough to keep the Doedicurus from wandering out of this pen. And I'm going to set him on wander here. That's when you go down to behavior, and then you can go on the far right, enable wandering. So now he's just going to start wandering around in circles in any direction he feels like. It's totally random, so it's a good way to lose your dinosaurs if you leave them on wander. Oh, yeah, that's good. I made a cooking fire, by the way, because I can just slowly roast stuff as I go, and it's always right next to me, so it's really handy. So, here is where the magic will hopefully happen. I've never fully developed this technique, but, you're going to get to see, the process in process. So, I am going to try to pull this guy right up against the rock and see if he will start harvesting it. Oh, he's trying. Okay. I'm not hearing that, nice smacking sound, so I think he's just hitting the air. He's trying really hard here. But if I can get him... Yeah, there we go. Okay. You can see rocks are flying everywhere. We're getting that satisfying slapping sound when he hits them. So listen for that when you're moving them around if you're doing this. And yeah, check that out. He just took out 2 boulders in about 2 seconds. And we have plenty of boulders here to harvest. So I'm going to keep pushing him really slowly to try to get him in range of these. It looks like he can actually hit them through the walls, so let's see how much stone he's got. Oh, man. 500 stone in about 10 seconds. That is ridiculous. That's a game changer right there. It would take me, what, like 20 minutes to, whoa, okay, so he just wandered on top of me and I'm stuck on top of him. Look at my hands shaking. I am so mad. I am so mad right now. Ah! Get off me! Yeah, so I'm just floating in the air because he's underneath me, and okay, good. I was actually worried that I would be stuck forever. So, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this, I think, for the video, because this is going to take a while, but I will just slowly be going down the coast and harvesting just ridiculous amounts of rocks. It's still a very slow process because I have to be really careful, because if I hit the dinosaurs with the rocks, like if I drive by and the rock pushes the dinosaur, it'll just push them right off the raft. And then a shark might eat them, and I have to go through the whole process of loading them back onto the raft, which is actually the hardest part of this. Once they're on the raft, it's pretty easy, but, uh-oh, I think he's stuck a little bit. So, yeah, it's still a work in progress. I'm still working on making it more efficient. I think he's stuck on the raptor because the raptor looks like got moved just a little bit, so we'll just rearrange them again. I'm skipping the parts where I'm just maneuvering these guys around for a little while. It takes a couple minutes sometimes to get them on there because the Doedicurus has such a low turn radius. So I'm being really careful right now because I've been in the shallows this whole time, but as you can see, it's really dark blue below me, which means it's deep. And anytime it's deep, you can expect there's probably a whale down there just waiting to kill you. Now, if a whale hits you 6 times, this entire base, all of my stuff, will just sink, and my dinosaurs will be left in the middle of the open water and probably get killed by sharks. So, really dangerous. You do not want to get attacked by a whale. So I'm trying to make it as fast as possible to get back into the shallows. Now, I do have materials sitting in the box right next to my rudder, so if I do get attacked by a whale, and you'll know it, you'll hear some intense music playing, and your raft will just suddenly start shaking like crazy if you get hit. So, yeah, but we're fine. We made it through, did not get attacked, and I actually really like this beach. This is the one I was exploring to before, and it's really safe. I haven't seen any predators here, and it's tons of trees around. So I think I'm actually, oh, and look at that coral. Oh, this is beautiful. I think I'm going to camp out here for a while because I haven't seen any sea scorpions, and we'll just gather some more stuff and see you next episode.